Today I'll show you all the forbidden Omnitrixes in this new Ben 10 game, starting with the secret prototype and ending with Ben 10,000s. I'm already in the game, and this is the prototype Omnitrix. Very cool. It lets us use regular aliens like Heat Blast, but if we pick the prototype, we unlock secret aliens. So, check this out. We get extra aliens, and the one everyone always remembers is Cannonbolt, because he turns into a ball and rolls around really fast and super quickly. But the coolest thing for sure in this game is stopping crime. So let's turn into XRL8 to stop that crime as fast as possible. And look how fast he is, man. He's really fast. So I just have to get here to the crime, and then I can use his special power, which is making a tornado. He also has other things like slow motion. He can hit enemies so fast they don't notice and throw rapid punches that even destroy Kevin's car. He's likely the fastest alien in Ben 10, except for one I'll reveal later in the video. So stay tuned to find out which. He's cool too because he can run on walls, man. But there's a civilian in danger, so we can use forearms because he'll be able to jump really high. Check this out. Then he gets to this spot, presses the E key, and then we can save him only with 4 arms, okay? That's really cool. And his attacks are really powerful. He can pick up rocks from the ground and throw them at enemies too, besides doing a sonic clap, man. Check this out. It's just like in the cartoon, man, where he has all these extra abilities. Not to mention his jump is really big, and he can also get a special move, which is this really powerful form. Look at this, man. He gets these red arms, and then his attack increases a lot. Want to see? Check this out. Take that. See? It increases a lot, man. The guy gets really strong, but there's an extra alien that's really cool too, which is Wildvine. And the cool thing is that he can throw vines like this and even swing on his own vines, man. I loved Wildvine when I was a kid. And you guys, did you like Wildvine? I like the look in the new Ben 10 comic even more, which is coming out in 2026. But before I tell you guys about that, let me defeat these enemies. Look, we come here and throw explosive seeds at him, man. The creature gets really strong, but unfortunately that's all he does. But don't panic, because we have Insectoid, and he can fly and throw slime at the enemies, you see. Then he uses his special, which is this stinky cloud, and the slime starts dealing damage to the enemies, man. Just showing that he's really powerful. People just don't know it. By the way, Insectoid, did you know that in the Ben 10 reboot, he's basically a humanoid, a creature that wasn't that much of an insect? But now, in the new Ben 10 comic, he's back to being an insect. Finally, man. This comic is going to be amazing, guys, because it's coming out in May. Do you want me to make a video about it here on the channel? Comment down below, because for now, we're also going to test Heat Blast, because he throws really good fire. Check out this fire beam. He also throws fireballs and even surfs on a fire rock. Look at this, man. He flies really high, and this effect here is really awesome. But there's something cool about his punch. I'll show you now, because when he gets to the enemies, look, his punch makes sparks, man. But the coolest thing for sure is his special move, where he comes in and does a supernova on everyone. See that? Man, he burned everyone to a crisp. Did one of them survive? What a rascal. Look at this, man. The guys got roasted because of Chama. I think he's just a little bit too overpowered. Of course, the original 10 are here, except for Aquatico, because nobody really likes Aquatico, right? But there's one here that's an extra. Check this out. This one is Ditto, guys, and he's in this forbidden Omnitrix I just showed you. And he's cool because he splits into a bunch of clones. The clones, unfortunately, don't do anything. Just like him, but he's already way cooler than the other aliens. At least I think so, right? I really like Ditto, man. There's also this one, Chocante, and he's cool too, because these lightning bolts come out of him when he's flying, and it leaves this trail as if it's his shape. He can shoot lightning by holding the mouse button, which is really cool. He also fires lightning bolts. Just aim and shoot. Take that, lightning. This creature is a bit too chaotic, but look at his face too, right? What did you expect? But now I'd like to do something. I'm going to come here and change the weather to snow, because after all, this is a really good video for you to watch while you're in the snow. If you're not in Brazil like me, where it's insanely hot right now, and now we're going to use the ice lizard. He's good. Oops, I think Cal flew a little farther than necessary, but what do I want to show here? He freezes everything. Just watch his freezing breath. Now we have a chance to test our powers. All we need to do is freeze here, see? He turns everyone into an ice cube. His power is infinite, so he can really freeze everyone. Look at that, man. He comes here and freezes. Just look at this. The guy is way too overpowered. I really liked Ice Lizard Artiguana. I don't know why Ben barely used him in the cartoon, man. It's really sad. But of course we can use a classic like Ghost Freak because he's good too. Like, he opens his tentacles here and stuns the enemies, but he also has heat vision to identify where things are, and you can use it to find hidden cards here on the map. See? Really cool. Besides, he turns invisible, man, and he does that creepy little laugh because he's Ghost Freak. Did you know I'm making a Ben 10 series in Minecraft? My channel focuses on Minecraft. But there's a crime happening, and it's the perfect time for me to show one of these aliens here. Actually, I'm gonna show this one, because this one is Upchuck, guys. And yes, he's here in the game, but his power is really cool, because he eats here. Look, see how his belly is normal? Then he eats and his belly turns green. A creature runs from me. Come back. He eats more and his belly turns greener. Then he can do this and turn the guy into a skeleton. Well, actually, he doesn't even need that much. He just needs to eat here. Hey, good morning. Here you go, man. See, very easy. Come here, good morning. I think this is some kind of crime, but it works. Look at that. He spat out a skeleton. Wait a minute. He spits out skeletons? He spits out skeletons, guys. I don't think this is very cool, but if it's working, right? We also have Ultra T. He can double jump and glide here in his parachute form. He shoots a really nice little laser from his eye here, look, and it's a really good laser, very well detailed, guys, and he also fires the laser from his mega cannon here, man. Look at this. Take that. Man, this is brutal for the enemies. I think Ultra T got really overpowered in this game. There's also Diamond, who shoots diamond spikes, but it's nothing special. He just shoots the spikes. It's like how Ben used it, right? He didn't create bridges or anything. He just threw the spikes and that was it. He looks really cool in the game. There's also Beast with the Omnitrix on his chest since this is the Ben 10 Alien Force game. But at least he has this vision here, which you can use if you want. I prefer not to use it, but he also has these attacks here. Of course, there's also gray matter, right? And it starts playing the little tune from when he transforms into him, which is a pretty boring tune because he doesn't do anything. There are also the other aliens to finish up here, like Frankie Strike, guys, another electric alien from Ben 10 that's really good. He's really cool and he hits like this and he's really strong. There's also Lubus Ben, and this one does have the Omnitrix on his chest, and he can climb here, look, he can climb buildings and stuff, which is really useful. And he also has an attack, but he doesn't have any sound powers yet. No, not at all. And the last alien we have is him, Gigante. And look, man, he stomps the ground really hard here, and he can also shoot laser beams. Man, that's a lot of power. I think it's a bit too much power for Gigante, but these are all the classic aliens, right, man? What did you expect? The first Omnitrix was banned, but what do you think the next will be like? Let's find out. And the next one we have is the Omnitrix from Ben 10 Alien Force. But this isn't the banned Omnitrix yet. We just have to come here and switch to the Ultimatrix, man. Now this is the banned Omnitrix because we click here. And what's cool is the alien selection, man. Look at this. It's just like the cartoon. I like it because you can come here and turn it and check out the transformation, man. This is the transformation from Ben 10 Alien Force. So he's really cool. Look at this. Take that, take that. Go, now, done. Exactly, Swampfire. He can shoot fireballs. Look at this. This is really cool, man. And he can aim the fireballs too. But that's not the coolest thing about him. The coolest thing is with the Forbidden Omnitrix, which we can just activate. Look here. He's gonna hit his chest and done. He turned into Swampfire's ultimate form, guys. This form is really cool because it's like a blue fire, which means he got much hotter than usual. After all, isn't there that thing about blue fire being hotter than regular fire? Basically, that's it. But he still doesn't have powers because he's a beta alien, so his powers are still being developed. But I hope that in the new update he already has them because the creator is always posting a lot of new stuff, including Race. Thank you so much for creating this amazing Ben 10 game, man. I don't know what we would do without you. And finally, we have some Ben 10 news, guys. I'm so happy. Now let's go to the next one, which is Echo Echo. He has some sound powers, but the coolest thing is that he can clone himself like this. Check it out. And then he clones himself a lot and also bounces back a lot. But look at this. He makes an army here. Then he can come here in the middle and give them orders, like go to the spot, walk around, go walk, walk, comrades. You can walk around. But the coolest thing is when they follow me. Follow me, all right? And what makes it even cooler is this right here, guys. Ben 10, man. Look, it's the opening of Ben 10 Alien Force. The coolest one of all. Just kidding. The coolest is the classic one, but this one is really good. But that's not the best part. The best part is that you can switch between the clones here and also turn into a Supreme form. Look at Supreme Echo Echo, how awesome he is. He can fly at an astronomical speed. Check it out. He's really fast, and that's it. He doesn't have any more powers, but seriously, when he does, it's going to be amazing, right? I really like Supreme Echo Echo. I think he's one of my favorite Supreme aliens, but now let's move on to him. Exactly, Humongosaur, who's the alien that appeared the most in Ben 10. He has some really powerful attacks with his tail. But the coolest thing is that if he comes up to a car here and attacks it with a little move, look, he sends some cars flying right away. And he can also increase his size, which means he can deal even more damage. Check this out, man. Take that, take that, take that. Ben 10, Alien Force, take that, dude. That's how he handles it, okay? He's picking up a weapon. But this still isn't the best thing yet, man. You were already waiting for him. Ultimate Humongosaur. Check it out. The Ultimate Humongosaur in this game looks like the one from that Ben 10 game. Really cool, right, man? Well, anyway, he shoots missiles here. Look at this. Then he gets really strong, guys. Take that. And the coolest thing is that you can see his hand is normal, right? But if he activates the missiles, his hands turn into missile launchers, man. The creator really thinks of every detail, guys. You can trust him. There's also Jet Ray, and he's a really fast alien. This one is the fastest alien. Remember when I said there would be an alien faster than XLR-8? It's him because, look, he crosses the city at a really, really high speed, man. He really is the fastest alien of Ben 10. But a new crime has appeared. So we can come here, turn into Big Chill, and he freezes, guys. This isn't new. Check it out. He's gonna come here and freeze an enemy. Very cool. And he can also fly at a pretty high speed. But the coolest thing is the ultimate form, guys, because he has fire that's so cold it burns. So he shoots fire, but it's fire so cold that it burns. So he freezes the enemy with this fire. What makes this really cool, right, man? Look at that. It's fire, man. It's pure fire, but it's fire so cold it burns. It's like dry ice. There's also another Ben 10 alien that's really cool, which is Parallelepipedo. Just look at Parallelepipedo, man. He's awesome. But unfortunately, he can only fly. He doesn't have any attacks yet. Nothing. Not even a melee attack. He just flies and has a little speed boost. But does he reflect attacks? Let's see, going to those enemies. Hey guys, good morning. He reflects attacks. Look at that, guys. He doesn't take any damage here. The bullets just ricochet off him. That's good, but there's an alien that also has an immortal defense, which is exactly the arthropod. And he has this shield here that keeps him from taking any damage, man. But this isn't really that cool because we have Ultimate Humongosaur, which is really awesome. But we also have Goop, guys, and Goop has some little attacks and still doesn't take damage, so it's good for those of you who like to farm experience points. Look, but honestly, the arthropod only has this brain thing, nothing else. You know what has more stuff? Spider Monkey! Webs on the enemies. Take that, take it, take it. Yeah, I don't think he does anything. I didn't want it to end like this, man. Sorry, but the regular Spider Monkey doesn't have standard attacks. He only shoots and swings on webs, just like Spider-Man, which is already cool. It's similar to Wildvine, as shown at the start of the video. He also has the Leap of Faith here, look, where he jumps and swings much higher than normal, just like Spider-Man. And he also has a web boost. Look, here you go, and he also shoots regular webs, as you saw. And he can also climb buildings and walls, man, making him really versatile. But I like his ultimate form, which is when he jumps like this. Then he has these attacks here, look, with his little arms. He has these attacks with his hands, but unfortunately, he still doesn't have any web attacks. And what I think is the coolest are these claws here, look. They move like Dr. Octopus, and he can jump really high here and even climb walls too, man. That's really cool. To prove his strength, let's check out that crime scene. Because of his little claws, whoa, he took out 3 enemies just by landing. Well, anyway, he attacks with his little claws here, but his greatest power is his punch. Look, he deals 50 damage per punch, man, which makes him really strong and powerful. But can he hit these little things here? I don't get it. Take that, man. See, just by jumping, we won. Supreme Spider Monkey is really useful. We have Goo, right, which I've already shown you guys. But the coolest part about him is coming up here and then he jumps like this. And then look, he splats on the ground just like Goo. Really awesome, man. Wow. Goo is a little bit violent, but I like this Goo because he's pretty much just like the one in the cartoon and in the Ben 10 games, man. I think he's really cool. Now we have him, Alien X. He's really useful because he just comes in, deals damage, and takes the person out. I don't think that's something a hero should do, but he does it. Look, any damage and he already knocks him down, man. That's crazy. And he can also... Look, he can teleport using this white spot here. I think that's really useful too. After all, his speed is the highest in the game. Yes, he's faster than Stingray Jet and XRL8, but that's not the point. What matters is he's constantly farming aura with this powerful form. There are also other ultimate aliens beyond those we've shown. This one is even forbidden. We've already shown Cannonbolt, and we also have Ultimate Cannonbolt, and he's all chrome, and it's awesome that he turns into a titanium ball, man. See that? Take that, Kevin's car, take that, like, look at this. He really jumps here. Look, take that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know. I just thought it was really cool seeing him like this, jumping on the car. He can also increase his speed here. Look, check this out. See? He increases his speed, which also increases the impact, man, and that's really awesome. There's also a super that I don't really like, honestly, but it's Beast. He got an ultimate form just because they thought it would be more interesting for Beast to get an ultimate form than 4 arms or Heat Blast. I don't know why, but I hate whoever had that idea because he just has a mohawk and talks, man. He just has a mohawk and talks, and he has a tail. He turned into a plus-sized dog. Ah, what a shame, man. At least the Absolute Universe didn't include Beast, but it did include Water Hazard, so it's fine. I think it's cool. There's another ultimate alien here, which is cool that people know well, which is Ultimate Way Big, man. He looks like Ultraman, right, if you think about it, but he still shoots really powerful rays, and he also has a much bigger stomp. Look, he destroyed 3 buildings at once. I think he's a bit too overpowered. Man, they need to ban this alien here. You know why? Because he destroys everything, man. Look at this. The city is destroyed. This isn't something a hero would do. Anyway, there are still the banned aliens, and these ones here are... exactly Lone Star, because he's like, what is he again? What's the translation of his name? I forgot. Oh, I remember now. It's North Star. He's in the game and he's really cool, and there's a crime happening. That's great. We can test the powers because we also have Nanomech. Look at this, and you can see that he's really small. Look, this is his size compared to the glass, but he can get even smaller. Check this out. He got even smaller, man, and now he's the size of the tip of the glass here, dude. Really cool, just like in the movie, right? Where he gets even smaller to get inside those things and defeat the queen of whatever. I don't know, but I think he's really cool. There's also Rat, guys. Rat doesn't have any powers here. He's just Rat. He doesn't have any powers. He doesn't attack, doesn't have a super jump, and just skips leg day. He's basically a regular gym rat now. What can you do? And now we have the Andromeda aliens. There's Aquatic Threat who stays in this form here. Unfortunately, he's kind of bugged, guys, but look, he does water attacks that actually deal damage, so it's pretty useful. And look, the enemies get wet when we attack them, man, which means it's working. Look, even if the enemies shoot at us, they only hit the bodywork and it doesn't cause any damage, man. That's really cool, okay? Look at that, man. Ah, man, Aquatic Threat. Yeah, I like him. I really do. I think he's awesome. There's also Amphibio who flies with these rays here. He's another electric alien. He can also shoot rays here. Look, rays, take that. He also flies faster because he's an electric alien. And I'd even say he's even faster than XLR8 because of his flight, which is really fast, but I could be wrong. We also have Armatu, who doesn't really do much. He just exists here, unfortunately. But look, really cool. We have an alien, Accelerate, who can stop that crime because he runs extremely fast and can boost his own speed, making him even faster. But he doesn't have much control over his feet, like XLR8, right? Which makes him kind of hard to control. Here, Sweep. The Sweep doesn't do much, honestly, and he's also not very powerful, man. XLR8 is much stronger than him. His physical attacks are way stronger, than Accelerates and all, but XLR8 is irreplaceable. Man, honestly, there's no way to replace XLR8. XLR8 patrolled the world at an impressive speed. We see that in Ben 10,000's feats, right, man? But at least Accelerate has more control, man. So, look, he can run on walls too, but in a way that looks like the Flash. I don't know. But XLR8 is gold, guys. There's nothing else to say, right? Look, it's gold, man. It's really gold. There's also Energy Man, who gets stuck in an armor. And he doesn't have many powers. He's just really heavy, but soon they're going to add powers for him too. I have hope. There's Tardigrade, who walks with these little hands, really looking like a turtle, and he can spin here. Look, take that, take that, take that. There's Contratempo, who unfortunately doesn't do anything. He just exists here in the game. He can't change time or anything, but he can run too. Apparently, Ben 10 turns into him several times, but doesn't know how to use him, so he just keeps running. There's also Shamal, an alien who camouflages, but you can't camouflage with him here, and he doesn't do anything. But I like this secret Omnitrix here, and you guys, did you like it? Comment down below, because now we're going to the next forbidden Omnitrix. And now we have the Omnitrix from Ben 10 Omniverse, and of course it's really cool, guys, but unfortunately the faces of the aliens don't show up there. It's just kind of a hologram for now, right? But the coolest part isn't that, it fills up. If we select this, we finally unlock the last forbidden Omnitrix Ben 10,000s, letting us turn into blocks. Look at that and see how cool he is, man. He trots just like a real Lego alien. There's also Gravitak, guys, and look how awesome he is, man. He's insanely cool. I've always liked Gravitak. What about you? Just imagine when he gets his gravity powers. Will he be able to lift buildings off the ground? There's also Crash Hopper, who's a really cool cricket alien, man, and dude, he's really detailed. I don't know how they managed to add so much detail to this alien. Was it a model they downloaded? Did they make it themselves? All I know is that I thought it was really, really cool. I missed the mechanic where you could change the color of the Omnitrix, okay? I wish they would bring it back. Unfortunately, it's not there anymore. Those were the 3 aliens from Ben 10 Omniverse, but if you don't know, there are 2 more aliens that were removed from the game because they were incomplete, which are Shock Squad, who had some really, really cool lightning powers, but unfortunately he was removed from the game. And there was also Beetle Man, who could eat things, and he had a really big stomp on the ground, but they were in the game and they were really cool. But do you know what the real deal with this Ben 10,000's Omnitrix is, man? It's not just that it's really awesome, it's that he can activate the random mode, guys, the Master Control. In other words, he can transform into any alien whenever he wants, which makes him the strongest Ben 10 of all. I mean, look at that. He turns into Alien X even in random mode, man. This is crazy. He really can turn into any alien he wants, man. There are absolutely no limitations. Absolutely none. Man, I think this is really the most powerful Omnitrix of all, but I liked it. And you guys, did you like these forbidden Omnitrixes? Comment down below and I'll reply to you. Seriously, thank you so much for watching here.